Hello, friends. Welcome to day 9 of Reconnect, your 30-day yoga challenge. There is a beautiful analogy between yoga and gardening. With gardening, just a little bit of time, attention, and love consistently over time, and you can grow the most amazing things. With yoga, that same time, attention, and love directed inward, and we grow radically in our capacity for physical, mental, and emotional health. Today's practice is like water and sunshine for all of the amazing seeds of possibility inside of you. Before we begin, if you enjoy my classes and you enjoy these videos, then please click the subscribe button, and please also consider becoming a Patreon member. Patreon gives me the support I need to make these videos, and it gets you access to classes and content that I only create for my patrons, like 1-hour classes and live stream events and book club and all kinds of other fun things. So if you're a member already, thank you. And if not, I invite you to check it out. So today's class is going to be a fun little flow practice. I highly recommend a couple of blocks if you have them. Not required if you don't have them, it's okay, but they will make things more accessible and playful and fun, okay? So I'll put these off to the side for now, and let's begin in a nice comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Just come into a nice, easy, relaxed breath in and out through your nose. Feel every inhale a sense of awareness and attention gathering to this present moment. And each exhale is a letting go of tension, letting go of anything that feels rigid or stressful. Bring an awareness to your forehead and your brow and just soften. Let any lines smooth away on the brow. Relax the muscles around your eyes and your cheeks. Relax your tongue and your jaw. With each exhale, feel all the muscles of your face letting go of tightness, tension, stress. Let's begin our practice with some powerful words of affirmation to set the intention for our practice and for our day. I'll say these words out loud. You repeat them silently to yourself. Here we go. This day and every day, I give myself time, attention, and love. I will grow in wisdom. I will grow in courage. And I will cultivate a healthy, happy life. Let's sit for a few more moments, eyes closed, and welcome yourself just as you are to this moment. Slowly blink your eyes open. All right, make your way to your back, and we'll begin by opening up the hips a little bit, because that's always a good place to start. So right knee stays bent, right foot on the ground, and place that left ankle on top of the right thigh, just below the knee. Left foot is flexed, And check it out. Notice if you're feeling a stretch here. Gently push that left knee away from you using your hip muscle. If you feel a good stretch there, you can stay. Otherwise, draw the right knee in, and you can interlace your hands behind that right hamstring or taking it deeper in front of the right shin. Close your eyes, relax, let the shoulders come down to the mat. Let your hips and low back come down to the mat. And again, as you draw the right knee in, gently press that left knee away from you using your hip muscles. Breathe into that goodness. Exhale, release the hands. Let's take it to the other side. Left foot comes down. Right ankle to the left thigh. Flex the right foot. And take your version of the stretch, whatever works for you. Breathe, relax. Welcome the sensation. Welcome this moment, the gift of your practice. Give yourself that gift fully. Be here now. Just breathe into it. Exhale, release your hands, extend your legs long, reach your hands overhead. Great big breath, stretch, wiggle the fingers. And exhale, relax, let your whole body just melt into the mat for a moment. And then roll to your right side, push yourself up to a seat and sweep your legs around behind you, coming into tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Just take a couple cat-cows here. Wrap the elbows in, push the heart forward. Exhale, round and flex, push into the earth, draw the navel in. Once again, inhale, heart forward, shoulders back. And exhale, push, round and flex. A couple more times. Big, beautiful breaths. Very nice. Come back to tabletop, curl the toes, and lift your hips. Downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Pedal your feet, bend one knee, and draw the opposite heel down to the earth. Feel that lovely stretch in the back of the legs, all the way down through the calves into the heels. Coming to stillness, wrap the elbows in, press into the index fingers and thumbs, lift the tailbone to the sky, draw the navel in and push your thigh bones toward the back wall. Feel the heels draw down toward the mat. Great big breath in, open mouth, exhale. Bring your feet together, inhale, take that right foot back and up to the sky, three-leg dog, push through the right heel. Exhale, right knee into the chest, squeeze it in. Shifting forward, step the right foot between your hands, low lunge, and keeping the back heel lifted, all 10 toes facing forward, begin to straighten that front leg for floating splits. This is a great place for blocks underneath the hands here. As you inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, crown of head reaching forward, and exhale, slowly fold over that straight front leg. So the blocks help you keep a long spine, which is good here. Again, both feet face forward here. Back heel is lifted. We're stretching into the right hamstring and IT band. You should feel that. Breathe into it. As you exhale, back knee comes down underneath the hips and rise up with the hands on your hips. Now, crawl your front foot forward a little so the front ankle is in front of the knee just a bit. And then tilt the bowl of your pelvis up. So front points of the hips lift up, tailbone lengthens down. And when you do that, you should feel a nice little stretch in front of that left hip. Now we're going to take it deeper by pressing into the top of the back foot and moving the whole upper body forward until that front knee comes over the front ankle. Feel that? Good juiciness in the left hip. Nice. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky. Right hand grabs the left wrist, and let's take it up and over to the right, getting even deeper into that left hip. Inhale, release the wrist, both hands to the sky. Big breath. Open mouth, exhale, bend the elbows, push your heart to the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Both hands come down, frame the front foot, and lift the back knee into a low lunge. And from here, we're going to glide forward into Warrior 3. So push off gently from the back foot. Begin to straighten the front leg. Palms come to the heart. Lift the left heel, dip the left hip. So the chest, hips are facing the mat, the floor, the earth. Now, begin to reach your hands forward and really stretch through the fingers. Push through the left heel. Get as long as possible. And as you exhale, float back down to low lunge. So bend into the front knee. Hands come down. Back foot comes down. Spin the back heel down. Windmill the hands open into Warrior 2. Toe heel, front foot a little to the right here. Front heel and back arch aligned. Relax the shoulders. Flip the front palm and let's take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lift through the heart. As you exhale, windmill the hands down. Frame the front foot and spin to the ball of the back foot. We're back to a low lunge. Let's do that little transition to Warrior 3 once again. So push off from the back foot. Straighten the front leg. Palms to the heart. Lift that left heel. Dip the left hip. Reach the crown of head forward. And now hands reaching straight overhead. Make yourself as long as possible. Exhale, float back down to a low lunge. Bend into the front knee. And step the front foot back this time into plank pose. So let's get a nice strong plank here. Wrap the elbows in, firm up your belly. And from here, we come down to forearm plank. So come down to the elbows, the forearms. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And imagine your body, your spine getting as long as possible. So crown of the head reaching forward, heels drawing back. And this, folks, forearm plank is so important for the health of your spine and for overall mobility, flexibility, strength. Everything between the knees and the ribs is activated here. So firm up the thighs, firm up your butt. Firm up the belly, draw the navel into the spine, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower your hips, lower your thighs. Untuck the toes for Sphinx pose. Stack the elbows underneath the shoulders here. Keep the fingers nice and spread wide. And then grip the mat as you lift the heart. Pull the mat towards you, push your heart forward, draw the shoulders back. And feel that opposing force of pulling the mat towards you and pushing your heart forward, opening up space in the upper back. Exhale, slowly come down. Reach your hands overhead. Big breath, wiggle fingers and toes. And exhale, let your whole body soften and melt. Send your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. So knees wide, big toe mounds come to touch. Forehead rests on the mat. Softly breathe. Just be fully immersed in this moment. And come forward, tabletop. Curl the toes. Lift the hips, downward dog. Feet together. Take your left heel up to the sky. Nice and high. Push through the heel. Exhale, knee into nose, squeeze it in, and step through between your hands, low lunge. Again, keep both feet facing forward, back heel lifted, and begin to straighten that front leg for floating splits. Blocks, once again, highly recommend blocks here. Help you to keep a long spine, so important. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale with a long spine, fold over that straight front leg. Keep the hips squarely facing forward here. Breathe into all that juicy sensation in the front hamstring. And exhale. Back knee comes down and rise up. Hands on the hips. Toe, heel, or rather crawl that front foot forward so the ankle is in front of the knee, and then tilt the bowl of the pelvis up until you feel a nice little juicy stretch in front of the right hip this time. Now, pushing into the top of the back foot, move the whole body forward until the front knee comes over that front ankle, deepening into the hip stretch. Inhale, take the hands up to the sky. Left hand grabs the right wrist, and up and over we go to the left. Breathe into that. Inhale, release the wrist, both hands to the sky. Great big breath. Open mouth, exhale. Push the heart up to the sky and squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Hands come down, low lunge, lift that back knee. And now here we go, those floats into warrior three. So pushing from the back foot, begin to straighten the front leg, palms to the heart. Lift the heart and crown of the head forward, lift the right heel, dip the right hip. And now reach your hands forward. I know it feels like your hands or your arms weigh 1,000 pounds here. Breathe, hold, and now float back down to low lunge, bending into the front knee. Hands come down, spin the back heel down, and windmill the hands open into warrior two. Beautiful work, y'all. Breathe. Don't stop breathing. Flip the front palm, take it up and back we go, lifting through the heart. And exhale, windmill the hands down, frame the front foot, spin to the ball of the back foot for another little glide forward into warrior three. Here we go. Pushing from the back foot, straightening the front leg, palms to the heart. Take a moment here, make sure the chest, hips are level, and now reach the hands forward. Big breath, get nice and long here. Really reach. And exhale, float back down, bend into that front knee, step the front foot back, plank pose, adjust until you find a nice, strong, stable place. Firm up the belly, and we come down for another forearm plank. Your core, your spine, everything that supports long-term longevity, strength, stability. It's online, it's working, it's engaged. And that makes me happy. Breathe, push into the earth, and feel the thighs, the butt, and the belly all nice and firm here. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale over the hips and thighs. And let's take another Sphinx pose. Untuck the toes, elbows under the shoulders, grip the mat. And again, pull the mat towards you here as you push your heart forward and draw the shoulders back. Breathe. Welcome space into the vertebrae. We're undoing all of that sitting and hunching over with this beautiful Sphinx posture. And exhale, slowly come down, reach the hands overhead. Great big breath, stretch and wiggle. Exhale, melt and relax for a few precious breaths. And sink your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. Sit back and sweep your legs around in front of you. And we'll take a nice wide leg seat here and end with a beautiful little hip stretch and hamstring stretch and low back juiciness. Wide legs seated, forward fold. Great big breath, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and fold, hinging from the hips. Notice I'm trying to keep my spine nice and long. Avoid rounding through the upper back too much here. Each inhale, lengthen, and each exhale, deepen until you find your little happy place. You can use your blocks as a support to rest your forehead. Inhale, rise up and come all the way to your back. Give yourself a beautiful little hug here. Really hug yourself. Squeeze the thighs into your belly. Hug yourself like you mean it. Time, attention, and love to all the places that you need it most right now. Send that intention. Happy baby, feet up in the air. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Let the low back and shoulders draw down. Let's come back to a little rock that helps to soothe the nervous system. Great big breath in. And as you exhale, release the feet and melt into Shavasana. Bring a little movement to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your hands overhead, really stretch, fill your body with breath. Exhale, knees into chest and roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a seat, the top of your mat, and bring your palms together at your heart. Raise your thumb knuckles to the point between your brow, and we bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. I'm really enjoying sharing these practices with you. Hope you're having fun. It's the main thing. Playful attitude, curiosity, and just have fun with it, right? Obviously, some things are going to be challenging. 30-day challenge, but allow yourself to be challenged and still find the play in that, find the sweetness. And imagine all of the other students, all of us who are doing this practice with you, and tap into that energy, the joy of that community. Okay? All right, grab your journals. This is an exercise. Maybe no writing right now, but what I want you to do is I want you to watch a TED Talk. Okay, if you're not familiar with TED Talks, they are 10 to 15-minute videos, and the topics are meant to inspire a sense of wonder, help us answer deep questions, or maybe just share a bit of wisdom in some engaging, creative way. So I want you to watch a TED Talk, and then I want you to write about your experience and any feelings that came up as you were watching this TED Talk. And to help you, I've grabbed some playlists off the TED Talk website, and I put them in the video description below. So you can click on one of those and just search through, or you can search through all the videos on the TED Talk website. I've included that link as well. So have fun with that, be inspired, expand your mind, and write about your experience and see where it takes you. Love you, and I can't wait to see you for day 10 tomorrow.